Hey guys, and welcome to Craving for Baking. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really easy half and half chocolate chip cookie recipe. Basically what that is it's half double chocolate cookie and half plain cookie, and it's put into one really delicious cookie. So here's a tip. I put my golden syrup tin in some hot water just to make sure it's easier to spoon into my mixture. So I'm going to start by adding my softened butter into my bowl, and yes, it's kind of half melted, but that doesn't hurt. Just make sure that it's got some solids in there, and then I'm going to use my whisk and I'm going to mix that around until it's nice, soft and creamy, which makes it really give a melt in your mouth kind of cookie. And then I'm going to add in my sugar, and I'm going to mix that really well to make sure everything's nice and combined and delicious. And then I'm going to add in my egg. So what I did, because I wasn't really sure if the egg was going to be bad or not, I just cracked it into another bowl, and then I gave it a whisk, and then I put it bit by bit into my butter and sugar mixture. And you want to make sure that you whisk well in between each addition to make sure that it doesn't curdle, because you know how much the curdling is against me, but it really doesn't hurt as soon as you add in your flour. So if you curdle, then it's okay, because once you add in your flour it's going to come all together. And I did forget to add in my golden syrup after I added in the beaten egg, but it's okay because I added it in a later stage and it didn't really hurt. So you just want to make sure that you add in that beaten egg and you mix it well to make sure it's all nice and combined. Now I'm going to make sure to give that a nice whisk, and it should be this kind of consistency, and it's really nice and flowy and it looks really good, and yeah, it should just be like that. And now I'm going to add in half of my flour, and here's when I realized that I didn't add in my golden syrup and it was still having a nice water bath inside that hot water. So I just mixed in my flour, as it was kind of too late to take the flour out, and then I just folded in my flour, as you can see here, and just make sure that you don't over mix this, because there's still more flour to go and you don't want a tough cookie. And then after I gave that a really good fold, then I added in the golden syrup, and the golden syrup is 3 tablespoons. After I'd added the golden syrup into the water bath, it kind of actually made it really liquidy to add into my mixture, and it was really easy to use. So I suggest you guys do the water bath tip as well, or water bathing thing, just to make sure that your golden syrup is really easy to come out of the spoon or out of the tin. So yeah, now I'm just going to mix that all into the flour, egg, sugar, butter mixture, and we're just going to make sure that's nice and combined. I'm using a spatula to do this. Obviously you could do this with a wooden spoon, or even an electric mixer, or even a stand mixer. So just do whatever you want to do, and it will still come out with the best results if you follow this recipe. So now I'm just going to add in my remaining flour, and then I'm going to make sure I give that a very nice fold, and I mix it until the flour is just mixed in, so you can't see any more white spots, and it's all mixed in into the mixture, and that's when you know you can stop mixing the flour. Now I'm going to separate the batter into 2 different bowls. I'm going to make sure I separate it half and half so that I get an even amount, but I'm not doing this very accurately, I'm just winging it. Then once I did that, I'm going to add in my chocolate chips, half into one bowl and half into another bowl. And as you can see, here's where you kind of get the point of how we're going to make it double chocolate, kind of half and half, a cookie like that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in the chocolate chips, and I'm going to mix them both in to each bowl. And once we do that, then I've got my other bowl, and you can choose any bowl to do this with, and I'm going to add in my cocoa powder, and I'm going to mix that all in. And then it might seem a bit difficult to mix in at first, as you can probably see here, and it doesn't look like it's going to come together, and it really looked to me as if it was going to come out as a tough dry cookie, but no, it didn't. It actually came out really soft and really smooth, and it actually came out with that really nice kind of chocolatey flavor. And if you keep mixing, then you can see that this will actually come to turn into a really nice chocolatey batter, and it won't look white anymore. Now I'm going to wrap each of my bowls in cling film, and then I'm going to put it into the refrigerator or the freezer, depending on how quick you want this to go. And you just want to do it until it becomes a little bit firmer, and this just helps it so keep its shape, and the two kind of cookie colors won't mash or go into each other. So once you've frozen or chilled each of your cookie doughs, then I'm just going to line my baking tray with some foil, and you should really use parchment paper for this, but I kind of ran out and I didn't know that I did, so when I was making this recipe I kind of had to substitute with foil. But yeah, if you have parchment paper, use that. So now to make these really cool cookies, basically just get half a teaspoon of each kind of cookie, and then roll it into a ball, and then do the same with each, and then you just want to squeeze them together and then roll them again, and then you want to press them flat down, and then they'll come out like this with half and half. And if you really didn't understand what I just tried to explain to you guys, then hopefully you'll kind of get a picture of what I'm doing here. So this is what they should all look like. You can change the size, you can make them whatever size you want, and it will come out perfect, and maybe even a bit bigger. And then you just want to put them into your oven, preheated to 180 degrees Celsius. And once they come out, you should know that they're done when they've kind of got a golden edge around, but it shouldn't be really golden on top. You should just see golden rims around the edges. And then that's how you know they're done. They'll come out really good like this, and they look so cool and delicious, and it was really awesome when I saw this. I really didn't know how this was going to turn out, but it actually came out really good. I was really surprised by it, how it looked, and I really thought that the colors would just blend into each other, but no, it actually came out half and half like we wanted it to. And when you break into it, it's really soft, it's really chewy, and it gives like a really nice flavor. And I love that because you get the chocolatey flavor of the other half, and you get the non-chocolatey flavor, if that makes sense, from the other half. And it's really good. They looked fantastic. It was amazing, and I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch my other recipes, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.